So we basically just got done discussing a roommate date, and
We have to explain what roommate date is.
roommate date is kind of is it like a festival or
It's
something?
just where our floor goes out.
Oh,
Somewhere.
our floor goes out, and I guess they have games and stuff you play, blah blah blah,
And like
all that stuff.
a scary
Yeah,
maze thing.
yeah. So stuff like that, and the thing is, your roommate has to pick a boy for you to go with, but we don't want one.
No, we don't. Because
So-
they're like, do you guys have your eye on anyone? And we're like,
Yeah, but no.
we
That's
don't.
how I feel.
We have an eye on him, but we are like literally trying
Not
not
to
to
have
have
an
our
eye
eye on him.
So, they're trying to force us to have one, but we don't want one
Mm.
because
I do not want feelings right now.
at all.
And they keep saying, no, it's not like a real date.
Yeah, I don't care what it is. It's called a date.
True.
I don't want one.
Right.
So, they better not. I feel like they're gonna ask him anyway.
Probably. I could ask. What's his face?
Who?
I know.
I just don't want one at all.
He'd be better than person.
I know. I'd rather just go with her.
I'd rather go with her.
So, yeah, that's the topic of today's discussion. So,
Well, my discussion has nothing to do with that.
what is your discussion?
It's not a discussion, it's a story.
Okay.
And so, in English class, we are starting our argumentative papers, and it's just a persuasive paper, and you have to persuade and blah blah. And so we go around the room, and we had our topic question, and so people you like ask a question or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and it gets to me, and I'm like, and my question is, do we have the right to choose to die? And I was just pretty much talking about suicide because it's more broader, but it's not just about euthanasia.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but my teacher brought up, she's like, oh, so you're going to do like euthanasia? I was like, yeah, it has a little bit to do with that. And then this girl pops up. She's like, wait. She's like, what is your repeat your question? I was like, do we have the right to choose to die? And then she's like, okay. And then my teacher pops up again, and she's like, it's like euthanasia. And she's like, so you're saying that youth in Asia can't die?
Youth in Asia?
Yeah.
Like youth?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, but like euthanasia is like the not youth teenagers in Asia, but euthanasia, like
As
spelled
one
with
word.
an E, and it's where you're like sick, or someone in your family's sick, and they're at the hospital, and they can either tell the doctor that they like reject drugs, or they tell them to give them a certain antibiotic that's going to kill them instantly. And so that's what I was talking about. But it was really funny because the girl was like,
Youth in Asia.
you want to kill the youth in Asia? I was like, no. It was so funny. But yeah.
That is funny.
Yeah. Sorry. So hard.
Youth in Asia? Aw.
It does sound like that though. So
Yeah.
don't. If anyone's like, someone's gonna die with euthanasia, then it's not about the teenagers in the country.
Asia.
Yeah. It's about pretty much suicide.
Yeah.
But
What'd they say? Did you say yeah?
she was a good topic.
Oh, okay.
But nobody nobody argued with me.
Yeah.
Good. Because I would have been like, God gave us our life, and he already paid the price.
Mm.
But see, I think I want to do it more on like, it's not just about euthanasia, because euthanasia, like there's the whole, they're sick and they're going to die anyway sooner or later.
Right.
But I'm also like wanting to say like regular suicidal people who there's nothing wrong with them, they're just depressed.
Yeah.
It's like they don't have a right to die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know how to go about that, so.
Um, Depressed for a reason? Or depressed, just depressed?
Like, I don't know.
Like, okay, say they're depressed because they get abused.
Yeah.
So, your thing is, do they have the right to choose whether, oh, I don't want to live anymore? Because, okay, what do you think? No, they don't have the right to choose.
Because God gave us the life. And
Right.
Just kill it.
Right. It's a good topic. Controversy.
Yep.
So,
Maybe whoever sees this video later on can tell us
what? Tell us
what their opinion is.
what? Oh, okay. Yeah, because we're going to have a lot more coming soon.
Like always.
So,
So what was that verse that they can ponder on?
it was Proverbs 3 and 4, and Proverbs 3:21. Amazing verses. Just came across it earlier. And it was talking about how, okay, verse 3 is saying how we need to write love and faithfulness on our heart and then bind them around our neck. And then verse 4 says when we do that, we'll be, I don't want to say accepted, or something will be accepted in the sight of God and man. Like, kind of like our light will shine brighter. And so everyone can see it, and God especially, because he's the most important one. And then verse 21 says, don't let wisdom and understanding out of your sight. Preserve sound judgment and something else. I don't remember. But, and then I was meditating on it, and I took that to mean, so say, wisdom, okay, I can't let wisdom and understanding out of my sight. So they're in front of me. And so I'm looking at them, and that means if a distraction is over here, thanks. If a distraction is over here, I can't look that way because wisdom and understanding are right here. But if a distraction gets in front of wisdom and understanding will move over here, and I can't keep looking at the distraction. I have to follow wisdom and understanding with my eyes and never let them out of my sight. So that's kind of what I learned, and it helped me today with the situation. So, yeah, that's about it.
Any distractions?
Any distractions.
Movies.
It can be a thing,
books,
a person, anything. Music, anything that hinders your walk with God.
That's a distraction.
Causes you not to focus on Him. So, yeah, that was our little verse for the. Or did you have a verse for the day today, this morning? What was it? This morning?
Yeah, I told you.
I usually get a little note.
I stood right here, and I was like, "This is the verse of the day," and I read it to you.
Oh, say it again.
This is. Usually you're asleep.
Was I?
No.
Oh.
You were doing your homework.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, while she's looking for the verse, I
think it's back here.
am gonna talk to you guys about
I'm not in Galatians.
school and the importance of going. Because my teacher basically explained it like this. A lot of us come to school and we don't want to do anything in class. We don't want to pay attention. You found it? Okay, well,
you gotta finish explaining.
But that's what we're paying to do. We're paying to come to college to learn. So it'd be a waste of time to spend all your money, especially at ORU, to just sit in class. Huh?
Look at it.
Oh, to just sit in class. So, Anyway.
Okay. Scripture of the day is, second scripture of the day is 2 Corinthians 13, 5 through 6. And it says, "Examine yourselves as to whether you are in faith. Test yourselves. Do you not know yourselves that Jesus Christ is in you? Unless indeed you are disqualified. But I trust that you will know that we are not disqualified." So it doesn't matter what you're doing, and it's not, this verse to me is saying, like, God is not forgetting you because you're not disqualified. Like, if you're disqualified in the race or the game or something, then you are kicked out of the game and nobody's recognizing you anymore because they're all concentrated on the race or the game or whatever. But it says that we're not disqualified, so we're always in the race. God is always with us, and we can do whatever, and we test ourselves, and we always check where our faith is.
How do we test ourselves? What would I do? Because I don't want to test myself.
Yeah, it is hard to test yourself. Like, let's see, testing yourself maybe would be, like, maybe you're struggling with prayer or something. So testing yourself would be saying you're gonna spend 20 minutes in prayer every day, and then if you don't, then you failed.
Okay.
But that sounds bad. But I failed a lot.
So me too.
You're not even on the screen.
Me too. I have.
Me too.
Many of times.
Me too.
But we are definitely working on it.
Because I need to work on it, because I want to be an amazing wife someday.
Me too.
So I gotta get to where God is my focus and I am strong in Him, because maybe I'll never get married, and so I need to be strong in Him because my husband can't fulfill everything.
Right. And then I feel like every time I get focused on something else, it's a detour, and then it just hinders my purpose and destiny, like Pastor Mike said. Every time I do something that I'm like focus on something that is a distraction, it hinders my purpose and destiny, and it makes it get farther away. Because if I just stayed focused and had been focused my whole entire life, I couldn't even fathom where I would be right now. But God has plans for us, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Big plans.
And we gotta stay focused, and we gotta work on our faith, and so that we're ready for what God has planned.
Yep. Because He's not going to give it to us
Because
if
I
we're not ready.
think the farther we go with God, the more faith we're gonna have.
Right. And we need to just be faithful over what we have right now in the circumstances that we're in, because if we're not thankful for what we have right now, we're not going to be thankful for what we get later. So we just need to be content with what God has placed in our lives now and just press forward.
Yep.
So yeah, and that's what we're pretty much trying to do. And I know there's other people out there
Yep.
who are watching.
We're not the only ones.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So is that it?
Yep. That's it for the day. So we'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoy.
Yeah.
I don't know why my voice got high, but it did.
Bye.
So, see ya.
That's so funny.
Oh, is it not strong? Oh my goodness.